So I chose to come to Saybrook because I worked for the Peace and Policy Institute in Hawaii. I did a lot of reading while I was working there, just for fun. Even though I was working there as a researcher and an editor for their annual journal, I found myself to be so really interested in all the topics, on food security, on post-conflict reconciliation, about the economy, the globalized economy. So I was reading constantly as I was working, and all these names that were coming up, and the names of the scholars that the Institute associated itself with, started to pop up and, kind of connect with Saybrook. There's so many ties to the work that I was doing before I moved to California to go back to school, and Saybrook was definitely on the list for an institution that is rare in this country because there are not a lot of peace studies or peace and conflict resolution programs at the graduate level. Another reason why I decided to come to Saybrook was that it supports a student who is interested in doing research. And I also am very interested in humanistic values. And what I thought to myself was that even if I was going to go out later on in my career to a traditional field of study, that I would like to be grounded in, the human science and humanistic philosophy traditions, so that I can add something new to the current dialogue, which is very heavily emphasized on, very quantitatively based and very traditional political science or sociology perspectives. And oftentimes relating to frameworks of understanding that is very violent and based on wars and strategies for defense and offense, and not really looking at the relationships between human beings. So I'm really interested in that, and that has brought me to Saybrook. The faculty members are very open to having your work in those courses to also support your research interest, and also to support you in exploring other theoretical frameworks, not just necessarily the humanistic tradition, to combine and synthesize different theoretical frameworks so that you become a stronger writer, researcher, and a thinker when you're out there in the world, and to maybe build up a theoretical background that's new and different and can offer some changes to the traditional ways of thinking. And that's something that Saybrook does that I can't find anywhere else. And I'm looking, I came to Saybrook specifically to build up the confidence, build up the research background, so that when I speak to a more traditional department or a field in the future in other universities, that I can be that bridge between very new ideas, which is coming from the humanistic tradition and from the postmodern critical theoretical framework, and carry that into a traditional thinking community. So I think that Saybrook has, for me, it's done a really good job supporting some of my goals in that area.